After August 3rd, no more weatherman from Capo. It's over.
Jim will be out of business after August 3rd, as you can see. I am practicing being the weatherman. I am in Harlem, New York. What is up, Harlem? I adore all of you, but for everybody, that doesn't move that quickly. But anyhow, I'd like to state after August 3rd, I will be the new weatherman. If I'm not going to be it, kisses. Will you fill in? Or will we have to do this together? It is August 3rd. After August 3rd, Capo will no longer have a weatherman. It's over. I had no idea so many people adored N but people, and I am watching people go insane. Like goddamn. You only have to pull up here. You know you want to join me, please pull up and join me. You understand what I'm saying? Pull right up, you are welcome to join me. I'm now live. Oh yes, Tokyo, yes, we're here, baby. Pull yourself up. Show us what's going on. 211, NEAH, know what is going on. We are out here. You do, you understand what I mean. We're here, baby. Gene pulling up. He returned home. You are aware. After the gym, he wants to go get fleet. All you have to do is pull up 211 nept to be checked out. Following that, everything will fall into place. I'm out here with the legends exist. Man, do you know what I mean? You see it, guy? The original Prince, man, one of the most solid beings have ever touched the universe. We keep it firm. We keep it real original here, 100%. You see who pulls up? These are the actual ones. And we're keeping things steady. That's all we do around here. No additional if you're not coming at that time. Stay put. Get your prostate checked. Get you some juice. Juice for life. I didn't initiate it. They inquired how to felt strongly about what some other individuals stated about me on another site. I'm not a troublemaker, as some may believe. Copo versus Styles P. He doesn't have enough catalog for that. Jim Jones Styles P. Let's discuss it. Versus began with how much body of work you have. How many dope-ass singles you have, right? Then it grew and progressed to include levels like this. It's similar to boxing. You think you'll mush, it's a different scenario when someone is out till the lights turn on. Styles said, I'm a bartender. There are multiple levels to this. That is, I could go on my bag with singles, but I can also go on my bag with body and far as freestyles. Can Jim Jones accomplish that? Perhaps he can. Have they seen Jim Jones do that? They haven't, because, as I said, once when you get under those bright lights like a boxer, it's a different Jim Jones. Yeah, you know, he was in AA few fights. Has he won any? I believe so. Really? Which one? Exactly. They allege he beat up his baby mama. Something similar thought. Nah. He fought up a dude in the restaurant, who I'm the cook. Let's see. I didn't think he's from Harlem. To tell you the truth, you do not think he is from Harlem. Nope. I believe he, because they have never let's talk about him being in Harlem. I suppose he's from the North Bronx, or some you. He asserts that there is a blood gang out there. Britney Spears claims to be part of a blood gang. And I don't want anyone to believe that anything I've done was the result of my initiative. That was just me getting asked a question, and me answering as a man from the start. Like knocking around Nas while rhyming. That is something that everyone knows. What is your relationship with social media? How about now? I anticipate that whether you accomplish something nice or not, something awful will happen, and they will talk about you negatively. They are going to try downplay your accomplishments, regardless of who you are, and such, but it is cool. I know that I'm amazing at many things that people would like to be fantastic at. I accepted that long ago in my life. That's not going to hinder my glory. I'm about to continue to flourish at being who I am. That is something I am comfortable with. You dig? I have never seen anybody hate and do the same thing happens across that line of discretion. So it's like yo in that. However, when you say this stuff with Nas, you know it's going to be a clip. Yeah. I said yes, oh yes. You simply freaked out. You went much beyond the line of discretion, but this one, because you're like abadass child, acting out. Yeah, but, listen. Nas was kind while I was in high school. Hey guys, I know how to go viral. This is easy. We live in an easygoing society. If you like, I don't like myself. I knew who I was, and I'm now discovering who I was. Just one click. Away from generating income for me. Do you know what I mean? This is like entertainment. Yeah, stop being so serious and relax a little bit. We having fun. It will be a major issue if I become upset. M needs to start a diet. He needs to organize his life. He needs to visit the doctor and get a physical. He looks dreadful, a bad body, back ass. It appears large around the neck. The waist appears to be extremely large. I'm insulting his body. Have you heard? He should go get his things together. Get on the treadmill and dodo some push-ups. Have you heard? Particularly for playing with me? Whenever I conduct interviews, I am quite honest with myself. Do you know what I mean? Like I know the whole playing field. Diplomats had me as its CEO. I made Diplomats are with him. I was with him throughout his adventure. I was holding him down. I took that position of holding. Take him down. Mace taught me to rap, and Cam made sure I was on every. He only had a single album. He said, "Boy, if you figure out how to rap, the way you act on these streets will benefit you. Keep going." When people paint me as if I'm from the very bottom of nowhere, I've been on trains since I was 8 years old, and I've been telling others about it for years, as if I'm an actual abnormality. I feel different in New York City. I was a man before I was meant to be one, and that is all I saw. I always have to give credit where credit is due, and like that avoid being like Jim Jones. Today is an exceedingly happy day for me. I'm really delighted with what I've accomplished, who I've become, what I've overcome, and what I have capability to do. And naturally, if you're going to talk about me, I'll always talk about my guy. I know how this game goes. I believe Jim was playing a joke on us, so I haven't much to say. I don't think Jim Jones thinks he's a greater rapper than Jadakiss and Styles P. I believe he is a fashion icon. Yes, but we must make a stop for the train there. N is an appropriate stopping point for that. Train.nas is an excellent place to get off the train for anyone. Yeah, I don't mind. If you start mentioning particular persons, it feels strange to me. Also, he does not have any more Billboard entries than Nas. That is something else I did not check. It. I witnessed some folks examining the facts. He does not, and it isn't very near. He doesn't have a larger listing base. I wouldn't have. I thought it was close, but again, I didn't verify. It's not close, and even if you remove functionality, it's merely that's not close. Look at Spotify. Nas has 9 million fans. I believe Jim has approximately 850,850,000. I mean, the traditional metric, you look at the Grammys. I don't think they're on the same planet. I do not think they should be arguing that. That's why Jim is wise to intervene in these chats. In his most recent Instagram post, he stated, "Yo, going viral is part of the gig today." And he says, "I understand today's game. So yes, I am going to get up here. I'll say, whatever. I plan to become viral and turn it into a company." It is the same, he told us. I was able to play that game. Now, I believe we must also respect your culture and heritage. I mean, I don't like that move. Every rapper has the right to say, "I'm going to do whatever." But when it comes to an individual rapper who is on the Mount Rushmore, I simply don't like it. It doesn't set right with me. Do you know what I mean? Again, 23 years old is one thing. You don't know better, but grown-up men shouldn't be discussing Jim Jones and Nas in the same talk. This Jim Jones Nas was not even a discussion. Nas is legendary. Nas worked hard. Nas's lyrics. Jim's not even close. The Jim says doesn't even make sense when compared to what Nas has done for our culture. Hip-hop, don't you foolish mother. No, you idiot. Do you want to be entertained? Are you a crazy person? You don't tamper with people's legacy. How about this? You know it isn't even close. I owned Source magazine. I did fantastically. I helped a lot of you. People whose careers, and believe me, it wasn't just me, but I had a hand in aiding the culture. Advance, move forward, grab in the street to help push a light on them. Myself, Dave Baz, and the rest of the crew. I've never seen more clown in my life. And there's no way we're going to start taking true legends and legacies, and we're going to start embarrassing them right now. Are you joking me? There isn't no way. There's no way. You can't mess with legacies like that. You can't play with. Nas's name and body of work are both like that. Everybody knows Jim Jones. The catalog has nothing to do with Nas. Why are we even considering it? I mean, Jim is more relevant than Nas. Nas is here now. We get out of here. That man. This right here received hello. Everyone, listen to nods. Or even go please listen to Jim. Music is meant to be heard, it is not to be discussed. Here is the most disrespectful among the most. It's disrespectful what happened to our culture. How much attention this Jim Jones and Nash is getting. It's one among the most disrespectful what happened to our culture, but I'm sure you'll find some other stupid to pay attention to our heritage, to our culture, while the powers that be. And the mother, who is shielding the strings and laughing steadily, disrespecting us while they are on their yachts, are in huge houses. They give the crumbs, and what happens? Wish tooth. They flex on each other. You're really done. Allow this Mother King contraption to take over your souls, spirits, and your minds. This thing governs everything you think, speak, and act. Now, do you think God wanted it this way? That, and you can't help it. You run to this, and you stay on it all day, and entertain the bull. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Even entertaining this knowledge chimp is ashamed. But here's what this is an excellent example, and I wish I want you to listen to me. An excellent example of what social media is doing. Social media can be take anybody who isn't kind, place them against someone who is among the greatest speakers, rappers, and males in our time, and you think it's cool. You all think it's like flying. You have lost it, bro. You're Donalost. You guys have lost the core of what life is about. What being black is about. They're succeeding. Get out. That's a wonderful plan. They started to throw into this whole I saw something, and this something recently. I've been noticing how they clipping and viral, clickbait and everything this from even the slightest quantity of words that I could say, and that's what brought about this entire moment, right? It's just nuts right now. The clips is a vicious game, because nobody cares if it's true. Nobody cares. If it was taken out. Context, it doesn't matter. And there sure is no honesty with the sources that share the clips, since there's only the wild west out here. So sometimes I see something and I'm like, that is not how Angie operates. Nobody accepts the responsibility of being a serious journalist, and Yahav for so many years. It or why I try, but it's not always am in control, because no, it's the way out there, but I'm only saying this there are few journalists like you. Many thanks. The majority of individuals are using clickbait. Thank you for that, as if that's their holy extents, and I get it. Yeah, I am here for everything. We're going to run it will happen later on. We are going to have fun, you dig. Like there's not too much seriousness. Do you know what I mean? Like this is intended to be entertaining. Yeah.